Hello, everyone. Super here with some FIFA 2010 World Cup gameplay. Not so much about the gameplay, just giving my thoughts on the game and some impressions of the upcoming World Cup. So when the developer said they were going to have every team from qualification, they didn't just mean the group qualifications. They even meant qualifications for the group qualifications. So they were serious about that. I've went around and they have pretty much every country you could want to play on here. But in the demo, you can only play as Spain or Italy. In this particular gameplay, I'm playing as Spain. As with most sports demos, you can't really get a good feel for it in the 2-minute trial they give you. So I've played it a bit. I've had the demo for a little bit since it first came out. So I've had like a few times playing it, and this is actually my first time that I had played the game and I felt comfortable with it. Now, when I first put the game in, the control felt a little jelly. The characters were really, I don't know, it just felt new, I guess, which would make sense. But the first thing you really kind of notice when you turn on FIFA 2010 World Cup is that it's vibrant. It's different from FIFA 10. Like, it has that really, they try to incorporate the World Cup feel. The excitement, the vibrance, get the crowd into it. You saw in the intro they show crowd shots every now and then. They cut to that when you get a corner or something. See, now this is the first time I've ever scored that early. That's Fernando Torres. Usually it takes me a little bit, but the big change I know they've made is the goalies and the fact that they don't run up to get the ball and you can't chip it over them, which is a real plus because that was really annoying in FIFA 10. I mean, sometimes you might get someone on a break and then the goalie would run up and grab the ball and you're like, oh, thank God. But if you really playing against someone who knew how to use that to their advantage, then it would be a pain because they'd either chip it or slide it past the goalie every time. But it seems in World Cup they really fixed that. That was the one thing they set out to fix, and they did a pretty good job on it. So it's definitely one of the improvements I'm looking forward to in FIFA 11. I don't know what other big changes they made other than like scenery changes and like the rosters of how many countries you could pick. But I'm sure there's little details that I just haven't looked up or noticed yet. I know they have the 2-button control, which is kind of for like beginners to try and get a hang of it. But not something I'll probably be using, but it's a nice little feature. I guess they want to get people who are new to the soccer world and get them know how to get the controls under the belt easily. So I know I'm missing something about that I was going to mention. I'll probably end up coming up to me later. But so the 2010 World Cup is coming up in June. Big event. I mean, I honestly think this has the chance to be one of the more popular World Cups. Personally, I believe Brazil has the best chance of winning. I know some gambling sites or whatever their predictions, they have Spain as number one. But I personally believe it's Brazil. They seem like the most complete team. I mean, they're just so tied together, their gameplay. And I mean, it goes with every country. Everyone has skilled players, but the teamwork with Brazil is just incredible. I mean, not to say Spain, Fernando Torres, one of the best, if not the best striker in the world. David Villa, everyone. I mean, personally, I'm going for the USA, but to be realistic, I'd say Brazil's going to win. As far as the USA, I think this has a chance to really increase the liking of soccer on a national basis. I mean, this is probably a time where soccer is at its highest point in the U.S. I mean, just Landon Donovan, he's become more of a known name. just from Confederations Cup, being on ESPN frequently. A lot of people watch ESPN. So I think the USA, if they can get out of the group round and maybe even win one of their knockout round games, it'll definitely be a big boost for USA soccer. Um, Rossi, for a U.S. citizen who plays for Italy. Uh, the U.S., they have a lot of good young players coming up, and I really think this can help their chances. I mean, it's not going to pass baseball, basketball, hockey, or football, but I mean, maybe it could slide ahead of tennis or something. I mean, so, but yeah, like I was saying, I think this has a chance to be a very important World Cup. I mean, it's a big game, like the world's most popular game, but I think there's some people in this, some players in this World Cup that have a chance to just completely change the game. Mainly being Messi, without a doubt in my mind, the best player in the world right now. I mean, not to take away from Ronaldo and all the other great players who are doing good right now, but Messi is just in another universe. Like, he's a Martian. It's ridiculous. I think I was reading a comment on YouTube one time, or maybe I was watching a video documentary or something, and someone had said Cristiano Ronaldo, he, from when he was little, he worked on his talents, he does his skills, he kept working on, and that's why he's one of the great players. And then you have Messi, who's just born with natural talent, born with this gift to do what he does, and that's what makes him different, and that's what makes him one of the best player in the world. And I agree with that. I mean, you don't just get what Messi has. Like, that's stuff you can't teach. So I think he has the ability to be what Michael Jordan was for basketball to soccer. Like, I really think he does, where generations from now, people are going to be doing, like, saying what Messi did, or getting Messi's shoes, or that kind of thing. So I definitely think I don't think Argentina is gonna win. I mean, their team didn't do too good in qualifying, but they definitely have Messi personally. He definitely has a chance to shine and change the game for the good, and especially in the United States, get it more noticed. I mean, you see a person like Messi and you can't help but want to know more about it. I mean, how does he not get you interested in soccer? So the game's wrapping up now. It ends in a 1-1 draw. Definitely, if you have, I believe it's out for Xbox 360 and PS3, get the demo. It comes out April 27th, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but this is Super RDF. I'll see you guys later.